Next, I'd like to have Cousin Katie come forward, please.
How does one explain or describe a man like Uncle Jim? You know, how does a person have the character that Uncle Jim had? His love for family. His character of love. His caring, giving, curious, and he was fun. Uncle Jim had a tremendous character. As my mom said, we came up here when I was a kid for 30 days, I think, every summer. And we would go up and fish out of the campground. Uncle Jim would come up every time, and we would fish together. And those were fantastic memories. And as a kid, I loved it. Those were times when we got out on our boat, and my dad was a real fix-it guy. Anything broke, he could fix. But we got out the boat in the middle of the ocean out there, and broke a prop on a sunken log. And here's Uncle Jim, ties up his boat, our boat, and pulls it like 15 miles back to the bay. You know, those type of memories are getting stuck out in the middle of the bay here, and you hear the shotgun blast or whatever happens, and the bathtub race begins, and we're out in the middle of the bay, and all these people are coming at us. Fantastic memories as a kid. Family was important to Uncle Jim. Not only his family, but the families of his sisters, Aunt Phil and Mom. I tried to think of one item that Uncle Jim might like me to talk about today. And I came down to the love of family. You can tell by all the pictures that were taken. The kids and Aunt May, and they're fantastic. Because how do you best remember somebody? A picture. I love to look through photo books because it tells such a story. And then they were great about taking pictures of everything. You know, Uncle Jim would look at you and say, you know, you've got to love family. He would tell you they may mess with you, they may make you mad, they frustrate you, and they hurt you at times. But whenever possible, love them back. Because down the road, later in life, if you don't do that, you will know it. Without family, you know, our society has got into so much individualism that we lose that bond of blood, that bond of caring and love. And this is definitely not one of the qualities of my Uncle Jim. I have so many stories from snowmobiling to fishing to watching go down. We used to live on a hill in Redmond. I'll tell you this one story. We used to live on a hill, and like my mom said, he used to love to go snowmobile. And so he rode the snowmobile down this steep hill. And then he forgot to put the brakes on. Because at the bottom of the hill was a canal. And so Uncle Jim ends up in the canal with a snowmobile and it's cold water. So, it's just, you can tell a story, it doesn't mean as much unless you're there. It's very funny. My mom and dad made a home in Oregon. That's where my dad was raised. And, distance didn't stop family from Uncle Jim. He was down in, like my mom said, for all the events as we were growing up. And like many of my mother, my Aunt Phil was down there a lot. The family core was important to Uncle Jim, and I believe he spread that around because that's only helped us to know each other better. Some people live in the same city as cousins and then they know each other. It's not so with our family. There's some similarities to Uncle Jim and myself, and I was thinking about him as this weekend approached. And, he loved golf, and I loved golf. Last time he was down, we went to a driving range, and he purchased like 4 new golf clubs, drivers, and he was just hitting them away. Well, I didn't have one. No, I had this old wood club that I used for a driver, and so he gave me one of his, and that's the favorite club I have, and it means a lot. I could go out and spend money and buy this new Nike driver, but I'd rather have the one Uncle Jim gave me. He loved his community and was an alderman for several years. And I am a city councilor and have been for going on 10 years down in my hometown. He loved fishing. And although I don't fish a lot, I love going fishing with Uncle Jim. He loved his sisters. And so do I. Now, I'm going to miss my uncle, but I'm going to continue to strive towards some of those qualities that he had in life, to where I can look back and say, I'm more like